Sunday, it's Meet the Press, right here on Chicago's NBC5.
Good morning. Breaking news, at least one Hamas rocket shot down overnight by Israel's anti-missile system protecting Tel Aviv as Israel launches a series of strikes in Gaza. Today, Sunday, November 18th, 2012.
From NBC News, this is Today with Lester Holt and Erica Hill, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And welcome to Today on this Sunday morning. I'm Erica Hill.
And I'm Lester Holt. A lot of talk of ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, but it's certainly not happening. The two sides going in opposite directions, launching a series of strikes at each other. We're going to get a live update from Gaza in just a moment.
We do begin this morning, though, with that escalating violence in the Middle East. Ayman Mohadin has the latest from Gaza this morning. Ayman, good morning.
Good morning, Erica. To say that the 1.5 million people of the Gaza Strip are really held hostage by the circumstances all around them is an understatement. A few hundred miles south of here in Cairo, negotiations are underway for a truce. A few hundred miles north of here, the Israeli government is meeting to discuss what it should do. Meanwhile, for the people here, though, it was another deadly night of strikes overnight.
Gaza's nighttime sky lit up by Israeli airstrikes. More than 50 Palestinians killed in the 4 days of unrelenting Israeli assaults. Overnight, 2 more children killed by Israeli fire. Hundreds more wounded, including this woman, trapped under the rubble of her home, workers desperately trying to rescue her. Israel claims to be targeting Hamas's locations with precision, but in this densely populated enclave, the ordinary citizens are caught in the middle. And now it is being felt by foreign and local journalists working out of this building that was also broadcasting a Hamas-affiliated news channel. Well, we're inside one of the media buildings that was struck by the Israeli Air Force. You can see the destruction, the damage that the missile has caused. One journalist was severely injured. A trail of blood and debris litters the stairwell from where the journalists managed to escape. This was not a strike on Hamas, but an attempt to silence the media, this worker tells me. And despite the setbacks Israel claims to have inflicted, Hamas is still fighting back, firing hundreds of rockets into Israel, sowing fear and panic in the country's largest city, Tel Aviv. Israel's anti-rocket shield called Iron Dome intercepted many, but it's not enough for the country's leadership. Israel has amassed thousands of soldiers on the border, ready for a possible ground invasion.
We are exacting a heavy price from Hamas and the terrorist organizations. The Israeli Defense Forces are prepared for a significant expansion of the operation.
Now, as the civilians here brace themselves for a possible ground invasion, Egyptian officials are working to try and broker a truce within the next 48 hours. But if that fails, both sides, Israel and the Palestinian faction, say they are prepared to fight a war that could be averted. Back to you, Erica.
Ayman Mohadin, thank you. Now here's Lester.
Erica, thanks. As the violence rages in the Middle East, President Obama is overseas himself on a historic 3-day tour of Southeast Asia. Chief White House correspondent Chuck Todd is traveling with the president. He's in Bangkok, Thailand this morning. Chuck, what's happening there?
Well, Lester, while the president he just had a joint press conference with the prime minister here in Thailand. And among the questions that the president got was about the violence in Gaza. And as you will hear in this answer to one of the questions, he fully defended Israel's right to defend himself. Take a listen.
Thank you so much, Madam Prime Minister. There's no country on earth that would tolerate missiles raining down on its citizens from outside its borders. So we are fully supportive of Israel's right to defend itself from missiles landing on people's homes.
The president went on to say he's been in talks constantly with Prime Minister Netanyahu. President Morsi of Egypt is also the Prime Minister of Turkey. He said the goal is nothing can be done until the missiles stop coming onto Israel's soil. Once that stops, then a de-escalation of this violence, he hopes, can happen. By the way,